Morning, welcome to
KidMath number 48.
KidMath number 48. So we moved on to our new section of our problem solving's algebra book today, and it was about completing the square. So we're going to do one pretty simple example, basic example for completing the square, but it's going to be a problem you've never seen before, because I'm going to make up half of it and you're going to make up the other half. X squared plus 6x equals, give me anything you want.
15.
15, okay? I was hoping you would say pi, but oh well. Okay, x squared plus 6x equals 15. So the technique we're going to talk about for completing the square is try to turn this side into a perfect square by adding a constant to it. So we're hoping we can find a number, call it c, so that x squared plus 6x plus c equals x plus some other number, a squared. Okay? Now, do you have any guesses on what c is going to be, or do you want to work through this?
Well, c would need to be a perfect square.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, c will need to be a perfect square.
So we could,
probably.
We can check a few perfect squares.
We could check a few perfect squares, but maybe we should just do out the arithmetic, because it's not that hard. Well, what is x plus a squared when you multiply it out?
Well, it's
Back up.
x squared plus 2ax plus a squared.
Okay, and this is supposed to equal x squared plus 6x plus c.
Well, we can figure out what a is and what c is.
Okay, how are we going to do that?
So, for our two sides of the equation, these two are equal.
They both have an x squared, awesome.
That means these two are equal.
Okay.
6x equals 2ax.
6x equals 2ax.
Which means 6 equals
Really?
2a. Just
Okay.
divide by x.
Well, yeah, so when we have these variables, what we're looking for is their coefficients have to be the same.
Yes.
So it's not, you can think of it as dividing by x if you want, but it really means these are true, this is true for every single x.
Yes.
And that just means the coefficients have to be the same, so 2a equals 6, so a equals
A is 3.
3. And then what does that mean c is?
C is 9.
Why?
Because a squared is c.
Okay, the constant terms have to match up. We just found out that a is 3, so c is 9. So what we're seeing is we're taking this term here. That's twice what a is. So we cut this term in half and square it.
Alright.
Okay? So we find that the equation that we know how to deal with the 6x is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay? That's the equation we know, because what is this equal to?
Because it's just x plus 3 squared.
X plus 3 squared. Okay, so I didn't have very good board technique, as they say, on this one, so I'm going to erase what I did. But we would love to turn this into x squared plus 6x plus 9. So what do I need to add to this equation?
We just go plus 9, and then we have to add plus 9 to this side.
Right, because we can always add something to both sides of an equation, right? Can we always divide?
Not necessarily.
Can't divide by
0.
0.
See
So
the last video.
this is x plus 3 squared, which is, what's 15 plus 9?
That is 24.
24. Okay. Now I can take the square root of both sides, right?
Yes.
So I get x plus 3 equals what? X plus 3 equals...
Plus or minus the square root of 24.
Plus or minus the square root of 24. Yay! High five? Plus or minus the square root of 24. We always have to remember that plus and minus, right?
Yes.
Because negative the square root of 24 also works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does x equal?
X is minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 24.
Plus or minus
the square root of 24 can be simplified.
Oh,
It's
you're
2
absolutely right.
times the square root of 6.
2 times the square root of 6. Minus 3 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 6. Good job. Hey, high five. Okay, so this is the reason I said this was an easy example is you have a 1 coefficient out here, so you don't have to worry about that.
Like the 3, 5x.
Okay, and then you have an even number here. So all we do is divide by 2 and square it. So over the next few days, we're going to learn what happens to more complicated equations. Okay? And eventually, we're going to learn in general how to solve the equation a times x squared plus b times x plus c equals 0. And we're going to learn about something called the quadratic equation that solves that. Okay, but this is the first step. Good job today, honey. Very good job.